Hey, welcome to Sisters Unfiltered. We are so glad to be back today. We had a great time on our last episode chatting, and we're already back. Here we go. So before we jump in, just remember to like, comment, subscribe. We love to hear from our listeners, and actually our topic today is straight from a listener as well. They suggested this topic, and I thought it was a good one. I had to stop and kind of think about some things, but I thought it was a great topic.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, anything happened this week? I already know what happened, but anything happened this week that was kind of crazy?
Guys, I'm a little bandaged up today. Well, that was because I went paddleboarding this morning. I didn't want to get in. I mean, it's not that bad, but I didn't want to get water on it. Mainly because it stung, not because I was scared of anything.
Yeah.
So my 17-year-old is running a little bit right now. He works out every day and he's running. Not far, but he tries to run like a mile every day.
Yeah.
Whatever. And he runs really up our hill right here, which is, he does it twice, which is a pretty good little run. But I used to trail run like a year ago or 2 years ago. And then what happened was it got cold outside and I said, yeah, I'm not doing that. And then, cause I don't do cold weather. And then I never got back to trail running, but I really didn't enjoy it when I did it.
Yeah.
And so he asked me to go run with him yesterday. And I said, okay, well, I am not running like on the street cause it bores the heck out of me and I get so hot, but I'll trail run with you. So we met yesterday afternoon at like 3 and went for a run. So we started off on a trail that I walk all the time and I've ran multiple times. And and it's rocky. Like this isn't trail like just gravel. This is trail like you have to watch where you're going. That's one reason why I like running trails because it keeps my mind off of running because you have to pay attention to where you're stepping.
Yeah. I'm like opposite. I do not like running trails at all. I feel like I twist my ankle the entire time.
Yeah. And so for me, it like gives me like something to think about. So I like enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun, like skipping over rocks and doing all things. Mm-hmm. So anyways, we were running not that far into our run and I trip. So mind you, I have ran quite a few trails. I mean, I got up to like 3.5 miles, which is not that far. Used to, I mean, like a year or two. I don't remember how long it was. And so I did not, and I've only fallen once. Okay. Yeah. I've totally tripped over rocks multiple times, but I've caught myself.
Yeah.
And yesterday I ate it bad.
Gosh.
Like
it's so terrible to fall as an adult.
It is. I tripped over a rock, landed flat on my stomach, slid downhill. It was so much dirt. Like when I got home to take a shower or a bath or whatever, there was dirt all in my clothes, like in all areas.
That's
if that
awful.
Helps you out. Micah was running in front of me. He was like, Mom, oh my gosh. And I was fine. It kind of knocked the wind out of me. But I was a little concerned about my hand because it did definitely I thought my fingers more so, but they're fine. They're sore, but whatever. I'm sore. I am sore today. A, from running, B, from falling. Right. I had scratches. I was bleeding.
Yes.
I've almost like a rug burn from sliding, whatever. That's fine. Yeah. Those aren't a big deal.
Jeremy went on a run during the ice thing and fell. Okay. Which of course, because it was like so slippery, hurt both his wrists. And now he wears these wristbands everywhere. Yes, he does. And I'm like, dude, this is not worth it. I also am like, how old are you?
No,
why do you have the wristbands on?
Oh my God.
Don't wear the wristbands.
That's hilarious. No,
he's like, they feel so much better when I wear them.
Oh,
I'm like,
my gosh.
Okay. I'm just going to keep going.
That's hilarious. Even this is literally because I was in the lake and I was like, my hand has like some bloody scrapes on it, but I'm not wearing it for that reason.
But that's honestly the least of your worries.
Yeah. The fall was the fall. It was bad. It wasn't terrible, whatever. And I've never broken a bone or had stitches for any reason other than,
I've had stitches, but no.
I've only had stitches from birthing babies, if that tells you anything.
But no broken bones.
And so no broken bones. And so
our
I'm
family is
like,
just kind of
we're tough
dense.
Or dense. Yeah. Like we're
no
tough.
Bones.
Everybody, there can be tough people, but break bones, whatever. But I just haven't broken a bone. I'm very glad. And broken bones are, can cause so many other problems. So I don't really want a broken bone.
Yeah. I was just saying, not that we're tough. I was just
I know.
That we're like heavy.
Yeah, Ashley's making fun of our body. That's what she's doing. She's not actually saying we're tough people. It's because she's saying we're bigger people and it's hard to break. But we're not really bigger, but whatever. Yes, heavier. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is. So then we start running again, which was fine. We ran for a little bit. And we turn around at our marker and I was like, do you want to keep running? So when I've run in the past, I run the whole time. And then if I stop, I'm done running.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these people who can run, stop and walk and get running again. I don't really like that.
Yeah.
I'm too relaxed at that point. So we had stopped for a little bit and then Mike was like, yeah, let's start running again. And I was like, great. And I started running and I just felt queasy. And I thought that I felt queasy from the fall because I like landed on my stomach and I was like, I just think that I fell.
Like it shook you up.
Yeah.
Or something.
But towards the end of the run or walk, whatever, I started getting the classic symptoms that I've had of an allergic reaction, not like an allergic reaction you're thinking, not like, oh, I'm itchy from the pollen, like anaphylactic. And and honestly, Micah didn't really think about it. Like I was like, I think I'm having an allergic reaction because what happens is actually, for those of you who don't know,
I was about to say, you're gonna have to back up a minute. This isn't the first time this has happened.
Well, no, this is not the first time it's happened. I've been in the ER twice. I've had to get epinephrine pumped in me. I've had multiple reactions in between there that every single doctor that I ask tells me I should have used an EpiPen, and every I never do, and every doctor, I try to get them to tell me something different, and they're like, no, you should use EpiPen. No, you should. And I'm not talking about the ER visits. I'm talking about all the other reactions I've had. And so, yes, I've had multiple. So,
and if you've seen a picture of Lindsey during one of these episodes or after, you would know that it's bad. It's like on Hitch when the guy's
when
allergic.
The eyelids,
and
so
you're like swollen.
Yeah, it's bad. So it doesn't, like, there's a lot of you who go in for allergic reactions to the ER and whatever. It's not one of those. It's like, I've had doctors say, like, if you would not have come in, you would have been calling a paramedic because
so
you would have been.
What are you actually allergic to?
Well, Ashley. So we used to think it was actually a food item, and then we have figured out that that's not what it is. And I feel like when the doctor said this to me, I thought it was crazy. Then we started researching it, and there is some legitimacy to it. And then after yesterday, I think you might be right. I'm allergic to, I guess, working out, running.
I mean, how is that possible? But because I've been on this journey with you, I actually think it's true. It's like allergy induced exercise or exercise
induced allergy. I don't know. Because I can go to the gym and be fine. I can walk and be fine. But if I do.
But every episode you had has been
around that.
Around
some sort of force of
outside
exercise. I don't know if it's like your heart rate. Honestly, when he told me this, I thought it was kind of a joke. So I didn't like research it more with him. And I've not gone back to him since then. But now I'm like, this is like legit.
But it is like something you could eat or ingest that might be fine. But once you start exercising, it kind of like.
It's my body reacts to it. Yeah. And it's the wildest. I've not had a reaction. I thought in 2 years, I had a very minor one in Italy one night.
Oh, yeah.
But
I didn't think it had been. I thought it had been not as long as 2 years. I thought it was shorter than that.
So the last one I was put in the ER was 2 years ago. Okay. I thought it was 2 years ago because I got a time on that. It was, So anyways, I was on my way to pick up Anne Marie. This started happening as I ended my walk, and I was like, all right, you just have to be hyper aware. You have to pay attention what is going on because it can be very dangerous.
Yeah.
And so I'm over here like, what do I do? Like it literally crawls up your neck and goes up to your face and your eyeballs, and it is like your lips are tingly, your face, you start coughing, which means your throat is closing up. I feel like I want to scratch my whole face off, and it's like you can't. There's nothing. You want to take a shower because you're like, oh my gosh, but I couldn't go take a shower, even though I don't think that matters. But like for whatever reason, you feel like it's something on you, and I was coughing, sneezing, and I just started praying out loud. I was like, I could go to Ashley's right now and like wipe everything off. But again, I don't really think that would have mattered. I took Benadryl immediately. I took Allegra immediately, which I have done when I've gone to the ER also, and those didn't help. So,
and this didn't come until you were an adult.
Yes, it did not come until I was an adult. It's very strange. And some of them have gotten worse. Like last time my tongue swelled up where I couldn't talk. Now that's scary. You know why I think that's scary? Because I think I watched a movie when I was an elementary kid and about somebody's tongue swelling up because they got stung by a bee.
And what does it do?
And they couldn't I think eventually it can block your airway.
Oh.
Okay. So
was it My Girl?
Yes, that's what I think it was. And it scared me.
That's such a sad movie.
It is an awful movie. Anyways, So
Yeah.
it's fine. I really prayed out loud. It felt like it was escalating to where I might would have had to go to the ER or use an EpiPen. Just for any of you worried, I do have
Why
an EpiPen.
don't you use it?
I hate the idea of using an EpiPen. I don't know why. Also, you have to go to the ER no matter what.
Yeah.
Now,
that
I
would
do
be more
know-
me. I would be, it
Yes.
wouldn't be about using it, I don't think, because you stab it in your leg.
Yes.
It would be more about like, dang it, I don't want to have to go
I don't want
to
to
the
go to the
ER.
ER. I don't want to go to the ER. And I'm like, so stupid. And so if I can get it to like, if it will go down,
Yeah.
then you can be fine. And so, but I made the mistake of Googling today, like, is that hard on your body to go into anaphylactic?
Yeah.
Shock,
I bet
whatever
it is.
And I was like, is it hard on your organs? And it's like, yes. And really what it said was, I thought people died from it because of lack of breathing.
They died
so
from something else.
Cardiac arrest. And I was like, I wish I wouldn't have read that. Because I am not fearful about this, like, at
Yeah.
all. But I was like,
Well,
always
obviously
thought-
not, because you don't choose your EpiPen or go to the doctor and you literally look horrible.
It is bad. But I really thought that people died because of breathing, like
Yeah.
their throat closed up. So I've just always been like, I pay attention to that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
That's crazy.
No, I looked bad. So I get knots, swollen knots all over my eyelids and under my eyelids. Like, it's weird. I didn't even know your eyes did that.
I also think it's a little crazy that we live in 2026 and we don't like, I mean, this is not a knock on anyone, but like that we can't really like specific, like you don't really know.
No, I don't
Like
know.
they don't know exactly what
no one was
triggers
going to
it,
tell me what food it is.
what food it is, right.
Or,
Isn't that crazy?
so I just said, fine. You know what? I'm just, here's the bottom line.
I really feel
all
like
this-
this started when you started going to the allergist.
It did. It did.
It's weird. And I know there's no way that can be the truth.
No, it started when I started taking allergy shots. And then I took like
Yes, at the
3 and I had my
allergist.
first reaction. And then from then on, Derek's like, a stupid allergist, which whatever, not stupid allergist. I mean, I do think allergists help us, but also the allergist can't figure out what's wrong with me. And I've gone to more than one.
Yes.
And no one can really tell me exactly what it is. And so I'm just kind of like, whatever. Lord,
What if
I
you
trust
run on
you.
a treadmill?
I don't run on treadmill.
I know, but what if you did? Do you think you would have an allergic reaction?
I don't know because it has always been outside.
Right.
No, I take it back. The first one I went to the ER, I was at HCI inside
Oh,
playing pickleball.
but it's like so I wonder if it's like a heart rate
heart
going
rate.
higher or getting
But I've also,
overheated.
the second time I went to the ER, I was walking. I wasn't running
Yeah.
outside. I did say, I wonder if it's like the time of year. Like,
Yeah.
is it like, because I feel like a lot of my reactions, but in Italy, I had a
that was
minor one, and
August.
that was August in Italy.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Which was
even
like
the same.
summer.
It wasn't the same, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I do carry EpiPen with me everywhere. And I'm just glad I wasn't in the ER last night. The thing is that going to the ER is not like a huge deal. They put an IV in you. They give you epinephrine and they give you like breathing machines and all kinds of stuff. The worst part is they like you to stay for 6 hours, which is optional. But because they say once the epinephrine wears off, it can come back.
Yeah.
I think that's why if you do an EpiPen, you're supposed
You
to go
have
to the
to go to the ER,
hospital.
yeah.
And so also I'm not sure if the EpiPen is enough. I mean, I'm like
Probably
getting
depending
it
on
like
your
pumped
reaction.
through my
Yeah.
an IV, you know? So I'm glad I wasn't in the hospital yesterday, but I really believe it was the Lord. I'm very serious because I was praying out loud. I was like, in the name of Jesus, body, react the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
In the name of Jesus. Because I had to go get Amory. I act like I couldn't have gotten help, and I could have, but I just didn't really
I
want to
feel
go to
like
the
every
ER.
time that happens, you don't like reach out to anyone.
I don't. I called Derek. He didn't even answer. And I texted him, and he didn't respond for like 30 minutes. I could have been dead.
Oh, don't even get me started. I love my husband, but I mean, seriously, I'm like, he has like do not disturb, I think, on his. I don't know. I don't think he does.
I wasn't-
But it's like he gets no alerts. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I've texted you.
I
I've
mean,
called you.
I was fine. I wasn't mad about it,
Yeah.
mad at Derek or anything. I was like, I can't expect people to stop what they're doing.
If you're about to die, you can't.
I know, but I feel like it's up in the air on how serious it gets.
Yeah.
But it happens pretty quick. So
Yeah.
the last time I was on the phone with my dad's wife, I got off the phone. I was like, I'm definitely having a reaction. My tongue swelled up and I drove myself
Yeah.
to the ER.
Yes.
because I couldn't wait on Derek.
Yeah.
And I could drive, but I couldn't talk.
Yeah. That's
bad.
crazy. Yeah.
So anyways, that was that. I'll get a little frustrated because I haven't had a reaction in a while. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm
because you think you're over
healed.
something.
And then I was like, well, here's the deal. The deal is I never am going to make myself feel pressure to run a marathon or half marathon because I can't.
Yeah, I want you to just tell people, I don't know if you know this, but I'm allergic to running.
And it's really rude of you to tempt me by talking about your marathon running because I really want to do it, but I can't, unfortunately, because I am allergic to running.
And if you know Lindsey, she doesn't love exercise.
No. So, I think
so it's okay that's all.
No, the point is I really don't want to run a marathon.
Yeah.
I remember if you listen to our episode, Never Again. Yeah. That would be what I said. I'm never or ever not again.
Yeah. So you're just going to have to be more creative.
Yes. Well, I can work out in the gym. Actually, I should ask Dr. Conroy about it because when I told him the last time met with him or whatever, first time I met with him, I told him about this and he was like, I'm not going to get you to do any running. He was like, I think with that, you need to walk and you need to just work out. And I was like, okay. And I kind of thought, he's overreacted.
Yeah.
And then after I just ran yesterday, I'm like, he's definitely not overreacted.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Running is not something that people need to be doing.
No.
If they were like, you can never walk again. That's a little different.
That's different.
But
running, I can run on the elliptical.
Who cares?
I'm fine. I do the elliptical sometimes and I'm fine. So I don't know. Y'all, there it is. Yeah. Let us know if any of you have the same kind of allergy.
Or have ever heard of it.
Does anyone else have an allergy to running or working
a legit
out?
one?
Legit, put you in the hospital ready? Yeah. I mean, seriously. And I might be the first time you've ever heard of this allergy.
I've never heard of it.
In ChatGPT it, because that is how we confirmed it was real. Because did I believe my doctor? I did not. I didn't even believe him. I had to ChatGPT, or actually my friend ChatGPT for me.
So funny.
It's
funny, not funny.
Very eventful. I have hurt myself so much in the last 24 hours. I was getting ready to go paddleboarding today, and I dropped a pump on my toe.
That's worse than your allergic reaction. That stuff makes me so angry. I get angry.
So frustrated right now.
I get tears in my eyes and I get mad. I'm so mad.
That's how I feel when
I hurt myself.
Yeah, when I feel like I have that allergic reaction, I almost start getting emotional. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not scared, but I think I get frustrated.
Yeah, I was just talking to a friend on Sunday who she fell down her stairs. Oh, God. She was wearing new shoes and fell down her stairs. And she's like, I hurt my tailbone and I have just been in the worst mood because I'm mad about it. Yeah. And I was like, I know. It's because it puts just a pause on life, or it makes it just a little bit more annoying. And so I was like, yeah. And it's just a different thing when you're an adult. When my kids were little, I am like, suck it up, buttercup, brush it off. You got this. No problem. I fall one time. I'm like, oh my God, that was terrible.
I'm like, did I break anything?
I know.
Did I break anything?
I know.
I know. I do sometimes. I told Alex today, because we were paddleboarding when I was bringing my giant paddleboard down to the lake, you just are trying so hard to make everything as easy as possible. You've already blown it up. Yeah. You've got your paddle. Everything's good. And then I get down there and I can't move it because the dumb cord that attaches to your ankle that I never use is, of all the things, gets attached to some rando nail. There's no nails anywhere except for this one spot. And it's fine, but I was like, why can't things just not be easier sometimes?
Yeah. Well, it's been a rough 24 hours. Yeah. You might not have felt that way if you hadn't had all the other things.
I was like, can something just be easier? I mean, I'm not in a bad mood, but I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
Anyways, there's
There's
story.
Lindsey's story. So what are we talking about this week?
What are we talking about? Life hacks.
Life hacks, yes.
Which I didn't really think I did any.
Well, okay.
But I do,
so
I guess.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Lindsey's calls me and she's like, so a listener suggested this, hey, share some life hacks with with your home, parenting, fashion, cooking, schedule, exercise, marriage, friendship, whatever, right? Life things, life hacks. And I was like, I love that idea. And Lindsey called me and she's like, I can't think of any. And I was like, I think it's because you do them all the time. And there are things that just make your life easier, that you might do. And we might go over our life hacks and somebody might be like, okay, I know all those. I do all those. Great. But I honestly, I hear people, I love life hacks. I feel like when we go on our girls' beach trip, I'll hear people talk about different things that they do. And I'm like, noted, I'm going to do that. Yeah. So I think you do more life hacks
than you probably realize.
Yeah. Because they're so normal for you. Yeah. But maybe not for someone else. So we thought we would just share some of ours today.
Yeah.
Yeah. See if this will be.
They're all over the map too.
They're all over the place. Right. Do you want to go first or do you want me to?
You go first.
Okay. Mine is the newer one. that my friend Natalie told me about, which probably everybody knows it. That's the thing. I'm always like, everybody knows these hacks, but maybe they don't. And it is the text scheduler. So when you type out your text, you can schedule it to go out at a different time. And I knew that you could do this in like Teams or work or email, like that kind of thing. But I had no idea that you could do it on text message. And I send a lot of text messages to groups and things like that for what I do at church. And so my friend Natalie was like, you can schedule your text, because I'm an early morning person. I get up early. A lot of times I'm thinking about things. I kind of want to mark it off my list. And so I'll write my text out and I'll schedule it for a later time, because honestly, who wants to get a text at 7 a.m? Now, sometimes I've accidentally sent them, forgot to text schedule it, but that's my first life hack that honestly, I love it, because I feel like it's done. It's going to send out in like 3 hours. But I don't have to think about it. I can mark it off my list and go about my day.
I knew about text scheduler, but I don't do them because I don't need to. But I do need to learn how to do your Instagram post schedule, which I think I've looked for that before. I need to just Google it because I do think that would help with
I don't know anything about that. But the text scheduler is my new life hack that I'm loving. That's a great one.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
I have life hacks for like all over the map.
Me too.
Like, so I was talking to my cousin Alex today about some life hacks, and she was trying to give me some ideas or things that just kind of get your brain going. And so we talked about all kinds of different stuff, but we started talking about like kids stuff, Like I've already talked on here about using Ziplocs for diapers instead of a diaper genie, whatever it's called.
Dirty diapers,
Dirty diapers. I've already talked on here about putting a couch in your room to let kids sleep on that instead of them sleeping in your bed. Because I do think that helps your marriage, you know, and also the kid.
I know I was with Eden and Shepherd recently, and Eden had her Ziplocs in her diaper bag and by her changing table, and I was just so proud.
You're like,
I mean, I think you're the one that actually told her about it, but I was like, yeah girl.
Yeah. We've talked about, me and her were talking about like dating, like when you are married, but you go on dates. We really encourage people to go on dates once a month, but a life hack would be, if you can't afford it, to put the baby to bed or put the kids to bed and do like pizza like a frozen pizza in a movie.
Yes, absolutely.
Like to me, that's an important little life hack, because I think it's good for your marriage and it's good for.
Well, I think sometimes you just think you can't do it because it doesn't look a certain way. And you just have to be creative, and that definitely is a life hack when you don't have the money or for a babysitter and to go out. That's an expensive.
It is.
Thing to have a babysitter and go on a date. And so Jeremy and I did many of those when our kids were little.
Or if you can afford a babysitter and you can't afford a babysitter and dinner, you want to go out, go sit at Barnes & Noble. In the little reading section. You know, like there's just different creative ideas you can do, because I don't know what's happening in this day and age, but there was a lot of us who couldn't afford all that stuff when we were younger.
Absolutely not. And I love the importance of it, but also I wasn't going to go in debt over that.
Well, no, not at all. But there's ways you can still do it without actually, so you can get both. And so that was kind of, to me, like a pretty good life hack when my kids were
definitely
little. And I think that's an important one. Like, because me and her were talking about how, like, Derek and I did not start traveling until our oldest was 16, really, you know, because you just can't afford that. And it's a headache. Anyway, so we were just talking about ways that you can keep your marriage like good and fresh and all that. And date nights are huge into that. But sometimes I think some people do date nights too much, if I will.
Right.
They're the extreme. They're like, we have to do a date night every single week. I don't really believe you have to do a date night every week. I mean, more power to you. But sometimes I think that can be more stressful than it can be helpful. But I think once a month is pretty important. So anyways, I just think there's ways you can do it. And it doesn't have to be expensive. So those are kind of a few of my kid life hacks. Not all of them, but some. So you can go next.
So another life hack I thought about was, we keep this coin jar and just in our pantry, and we don't do this as much anymore. We still have it and we do it. I don't use cash as much anymore. But when our kids were little and as they grew up, and we would put change in it all year long, and then we would take whatever was in that jar, get it converted to cash, and take it on vacation, and the kids got to spend that money from the coin jar.
That's a great idea.
It was honestly like, it it was so fun.
Yeah.
You know, because we would just put coins in there all year round.
Yeah.
And then the kids also knew, like when vacation was coming, they were like, have we done the coins? They also love that process.
Yeah.
Of doing the coins and then whatever cash. And actually a lot adds up in a year.
It does.
from
And
your
probably
coin jar.
some people are thinking they don't spend cash that much, but I'm finding change still around my
Yeah.
house all the time. If my kids leave it out, I'm like, it's going in the jar. I have a jar right here too.
Yeah. So we would just take that and they would use it in all like little shops, or if we went to the, whatever. It was just, but we would do that every year and they would use that on vacation.
I think that's great.
Yeah. So it's a little life hack.
You do another one.
Okay, I am a big like night before person. So for me, a life hack is getting everything done the night before. And this was when my kids were little. Even now, even Jeremy kind of makes fun of me sometimes, but I am a like sit my workout clothes out before the night before. I get my coffee ready on the timer to go off the morning of. My kids, we did lunches the night before. We picked out their clothes the night before. Like that just worked for me. And when I say life hack, it just really changed how our mornings went.
Yeah.
And so I am a big get things done the night before. And when I say night, not like night, like probably early afternoon, to be honest, if you can. Like between 4 and like 7. Yeah. Because honestly, at night, 7 p.m. and on, you ain't going to catch this girl doing very much if I'm home.
Around.
I'm going to be like watching a show.
I definitely think we adopted that from Mom.
Now, if I'm out, like, we do things out. It's not like we don't do things at night.
Yeah.
But if I'm home, I'm not like doing laundry late at night or anything. Are you?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So that's always been a big
so
for me.
amazed by people who don't like watch TV or anything at night. Because I'm like, what do you do?
I can't turn my brain off.
Me either. Like, I'm like, no.
Like, if I keep
would
working all the way up till I go to bed, I will not be able to sleep.
No, and I don't actually think it's good for you. I think there's got to be a time where you can chill.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yes. But anyway, that's a huge life hack for me. I just know my personality and that has always helped me.
Yeah. And I don't do that. And I mean, really never have. And it just isn't, I mean, I don't know why I just haven't.
Yeah.
Now I will say life hack for my boys to play baseball is, and some people probably know this and do this, is because we would go through times where we would like, they couldn't find things. So I started learning as soon as you take your baseball uniform off, you bring it downstairs. We're going to put it, which we would wash it, but we're putting belt, hat, everything in a certain area.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, we are not going through the frustration of trying to find all that stuff, like the day of the game or whatever. So there are times when if it was stressful for me, I would for sure do that. But I didn't do like too much night before stuff.
Yeah.
But talking about nighttime, I did say this, life hack is getting the Hue light bulbs that you can turn off on your phone.
Yeah.
Because we have a ton of lamps at our house. Derek was like, we have 27,000 lamps at our house. And before
you got that straight from Mom.
We did.
She
Straight from
lamps.
Mom. I love a lamp lit house. And before we go to bed, Derek was like turning off like so many lamps because I would get up in the morning and turn them all on. And so
that was Dad. Dad would turn off all the lamps at night. Mom would turn them on in the morning.
Yes. And so,
right when she got up.
So Derek invested in those Hue light bulbs where you can connect it to your phone, and it is amazing.
That's
Actually,
great.
As a matter of fact, when it doesn't work for some reason, we're like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're like, I'm going to have to travel around this house and turn off all these lamps.
Yes, because we go lay in our bed, and if we're reading or whatever, we keep them on, and then as soon as we're going to sleep, we swipe one swipe, and every light bulb in the house.
That is a great hack.
Goes
for people if they're light
off.
people.
Yes. So that has been a great time saver for us.
Yes.
Another one I have is traveling with kids. There's a lot of hacks for traveling with kids, but one thing is, and I tell people this, is luggage, the North Face or Patagonia duffel bags.
You gave me this life hack, which was, I've used it a million times.
It's a game changer because here's the deal. For so many years, we were going through duffel bags, zippers breaking, cheap duffel bags. We got monogrammed for kids because they need a bag to travel with or to go spend the night somewhere or whatever. So finally, I was so tired of investing in these cheap duffel bags that would just keep breaking. And so I thought about North Face and I was like, you know what? It's an investment because they're like $150.
Yeah.
But
they last forever.
They last forever.
Same thing with Patagonia, so you can do both because we did Patagonia.
Y'all did Patagonia. You just said which one you got on sale or something.
Yes.
And they are not waterproof. We figured that out the hard way, but water resistant.
Yes.
And they are the duffel bags that have the straps, so you can wear them as a backpack. They're bigger than they're not just like a little bitty.
Well, they have
duffel
like 3
bag.
different sizes.
Yeah,
so
but
we
got
always
the
did the
smaller.
medium.
Oh, the medium
I think it was a medium. I think there's like, well, maybe now there's like a tiny and then a medium and then a large. I think the medium's perfect because you can actually wear it like a backpack. And,
yeah. So you can fly with them.
Yeah.
You can actually traveling. If we go to the beach or if we're driving a car, we only travel with duffels because we can't fit suitcases in our car.
Yeah.
Duffels you can smush down.
Yes. Now you're talking about, 2 families that are 7 people.
Yes.
Each.
That's
a lot of people.
Yeah.
But you are talking, it is the best life hack. My kids, we just all had one duffel, and Jeremy and I each.
All of us.
So 7 duffels in the back.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, we have had people see this in action and they can't believe it. They can't believe that we pack so light.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it does kind of teach you to do that.
Because I'm like, you have to pack for the week at the beach.
But they can
duffel.
also carry it, but same. And we also have ours. My boys are in college. That's what they travel home with.
Yeah.
And you're right. That is
the best hack.
Been the best thing.
And they have lasted, and they will last for our boys and our kids until they're adults. All 5 of us. All 5 of my kids have one. Derek and I. And I even asked Parker, does he want me to give him a different thing to travel with on the plane on the way home? He's like, no, I love my duffel. So I'm like, okay, cool. So
they wipe down really good. They just, worth the investment. And you can find them on sale. Like I did that with my kids. I found them on sale and I actually bought them for them for Christmas, which woohoo, what a fun Christmas gift. But oh my gosh, they've been used so much.
They've been used. Ours, we look like we were sponsored by North Face.
Oh, us too.
We're like,
I was like, Patagonia, anyone?
I know. I'm like, hashtag North Face.
And actually, we look more outdoorsy than we actually are.
Oh, for sure, we look. People are like, oh, they go to Colorado.
The only time it matched is when we went to Jackson Hole.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, now our duffels match where we're going.
We're going to like a bougie beach house, and we're like walking in with our North Face duffels. They are the best. Yeah. Now, I will say, with travel, another hack that is a little bit more pricey that I've dove into is with traveling by plane, because I feel like our family is like all about like not spending extra money.
Oh, for sure.
Like our whole family.
Yes, our whole family.
We're like, how can we travel as light as possible?
Yes.
And so we usually, when we travel by plane, unless it's like a big trip, we travel with just a carry-on and to New York, like all that stuff. And especially if it's just Derek and I. And so my friend, shout out Wendy Elder, because she listens to our podcast. Yeah. She told me about this rolling carry-on. It's away luggage, which maybe some of you know about it. And it is awesome. It's called the bigger carry-on. So it's bigger than your normal size carry-on. I even think there's like a little disclaimer in there that it might not fit above, but I have never had that problem. Yeah. It is always fit. It is so nice. It rolls so well. I will say that like my back has been known for bothering me here and there. So has Anne Marie's. And so having something like this, especially if you're doing layovers, it's just really nice to roll instead of the North Face backpack or the North Face duffel. And I love it. Like it has been, so I started off getting me and Derek one on sale for Black Friday. And then actually we got our girls one for Christmas this year, which it was definitely an expensive gift. And they were like, yay. Like they didn't really care
you
that
don't
much.
know until you know.
But the reason we got it for the girls, is because Anne-Marie will go to college and she wants to go to Lee, so she's going to be flying. And I figured she's going to want that to travel with. And then Derek was like, and then we were both like, might as well get it for all 3 of them. It's the same thing. That's exactly what it is. It's like North Face. They will have those forever. It's just not cheap. They're not cheap. So I would definitely.
Some life hacks are an investment.
For sure. Yeah. And so I think the girls will use it more. Mike and Parker didn't want one. Yeah. Like they were like, no, we're good. Yeah. So, and that is only for flying for the most part. Yeah. Because again, I think it's really hard to, unless it's just you and your husband, it's hard to travel in a car with like suitcases in my opinion. I don't know. Anyway, so there's my 2 travel life hacks. Yeah. Actually, I have another one, but I'll wait. You go ahead.
Okay. So my next one is once my kids got a little bit older, everyone had a device. So that might be an iPod or phones, is I started doing a shared grocery note. So we have a family shared grocery note that when they want something, when something runs out, they put it on the note. And I'm telling you, game changer for us. For me, for grocery shopping. I'm the only one that grocery shops in our family. Jeremy doesn't do that. Or my kids. And so honestly, they'll be like, this ran out, or I need this. And I'm like, put it on the grocery note. You know, now Ella's the best at it because she's a girl and she just stays on top of that stuff. But Jeremy uses it. Now, I mean, my boys are kind of out of the house, but everybody knows. Yeah. If you want it, put it on the grocery note, on the shared note.
Yeah, that's great. I've tried that. It did not work with my kids. But if it works, I think it is a huge, huge game changer because I wish they would do it. They don't. They just text me when something's out sometimes.
And then you put it on the grocery note.
No, I'm like, yay.
But that's fine.
But if your kids will do it, I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I think
it did work for us. It was just something that was a game changer for us.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, and we still have it, even though it's just pretty much Jeremy and Ella and I.
Yeah. I have, if you're flying to go ski, use the jumbo Ziplocs.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you can buy the whole thing, which we do have, where you can suction the air out. But we didn't, again, when we did this, our kids were younger. We were trying to save money.
I don't even know if I really even knew about that.
I don't think that thing was out yet. And so you can get these jumbo size Ziplocs, and you do have to find them. Not every store has jumbo size, but jumbo size Ziplocs. You put your ski clothes in there, and you squeeze the air out, and then you zip it up, and it is awesome.
Yeah, same thing for camp. When they would go to camp, we would use those and put individual outfits or like their dress up clothes that they would be wearing for theme night.
And you write it on there.
Write it on there.
You're like Monday night, cowboy night. Tuesday night, disco night. Or you like do like roll up all their shorts with a rubber band and be like shorts. Yeah. And like the Ziploc, God, I love
I'm
Ziploc.
all about a Ziploc.
I was just going to say that. I should have Ziploc sponsor
me.
me.
I love Ziploc so much.
It is literally one of the best. Yesterday, I was reorganizing this closet underneath the stairs that we have that I always put. It's like an overflow closet. And I was reorganizing it and I was like, I don't have a container for that. Oh, go get a Ziploc.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I need? Oh, I need another Ziploc. Like I came in here and got so many Ziplocs. I love Ziplocs.
Me too. I like all the sizes. Like just
Well, even we went paddleboarding the other day and somebody was borrowing our waterproof bag, and I brought snacks because the girls were with me. What do? Put them in not a jumbo, in a big Ziploc.
Yeah.
Got wet and everything. Nothing. I mean, it's not submerged, but it's on top. But water splashing on it. Great. Advocate was like, can you give me a snack? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, we could probably do a whole hour on Ziplocs.
No, I'm serious. What all you can use Ziplocs for. It is actually
so true.
Amazing.
It's true. Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I had another one that we did for a long time. We haven't done it in a while, but life hack. I don't know. For us, it was. We instilled like family meeting. So we used to have family meetings almost every Sunday afternoon. And again, this is probably before any of my kids could drive. So think about those ages. So 16 and under, even younger than that. Tyler could have been 11 and whatever. And it was just for us, it was just like a time to regroup and kind of talk about the week if we needed to address anything that everybody needed to be working on. Yeah. We did that. We talked about like our schedule for the week coming up, because this was in the time when kids started playing sports and that sort of thing. And honestly, we tried to make it also fun. So we just did like some different things. Like they're so silly, but like we would be like, okay, you have to say something nice about the person to your right, and then we would all clap.
Oh my God! With all your boys,
you're like uncomfortable at first, but then by the time it goes around, everyone's like loving it. You know,
that's hilarious.
So we did that consistently for a while. But I feel like if you ever feel like as a mom, like everyone's going in 100 different directions. Family dinner is always a great thing to have. But this was just like we would have family meetings. So it wasn't around dinner, but we would just say, hey, at this time on Sunday, everybody come around the table. And that's what we're doing. And Jeremy and I would set the agenda. Sometimes it was just like to be like, hey, you guys have all, haven't been talking nice to one another, and this is why we're not going to do that. Sometimes it was a disciplinary thing, but not all the time. Yeah. But that was like a really good thing for us for a while. And I'm sure we heard it from someone else. We didn't just make that up. Yeah. Somebody told us about it. Yeah. But, and maybe with a big family too, like it just was something that we felt like we needed, you know? Yeah. So
that's really good.
Yeah.
I've debated saying this one because it's a little bit TMI.
I might have the same one.
I don't know if y'all are going to say what. Okay. I don't know if we've ever talked about it.
Okay.
But I talked about it one time with a Bible study group out of women. So I'm just going to say it, and you can do what you want with it. I hope my kids aren't listening. But forever, when we had little kids, we slept with our door open. Yeah. Because we had little kids. Yes. And you want to hear them crying, whatever. And then there was a time where things transition. Your kids are staying up later than you are. Yeah. And, some personal time with you and your husband.
Right.
I heard this one girl one time call it the boardroom, and you had a board meeting.
Yes.
It just isn't happening as much.
Right.
And there comes a time where you need to transition into shutting your door. Not for that, for every single night. Because when the time comes, your kids are not like, why is their door shut?
Right. Like you're giving it away what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so like, I can't remember when it was, but it was several years ago. We started shutting our door to sleep at night.
Right. We shut our door.
But we didn't.
We
for
didn't
a really
either.
long time.
Yeah.
And I think for the help
I
of your
think
marriage,
even like Jeremy opens it in the middle of the night sometimes because it gets hot
it's
in
hot.
the room. But
yeah,
we
but I
always
do
start
think,
with it closed.
Yes, I do think for like your marriage and intimacy and all of that, it's good to transition at some point.
Yeah.
That mom and dad's door is shut. Not saying the kids can't come in there or anything like that. Just every night or whatever. We don't make it a thing. I just think it should be something on your mind.
Something to think about.
Because at some point your kids are going to bed later than you are.
Yes.
And at some point your kids are home a lot. And, I'm just saying that just transition into shutting your door. It's a little bit of a life hack, I personally think.
Yeah.
I kind of think I know what you're going to talk about. But it's a personal thing. It's definitely for the health of your marriage. But I do think that at some point you need to start shutting your door so your kids get used to it.
Yes, I agree. So mine is on the same vein.
Is it scheduled?
It's scheduled intimacy. Yes. And I know that some of you guys are going to push back on this, okay? But all I'm saying is, do you want to keep doing that or not? Okay? Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know when you do it. If you don't have it scheduled,
like,
oh, that's so not romantic.
It's so not
that's
romantic.
Not
it's not organic. I'm like, yeah, but guess what? Some
it's
of us
happening.
are having it
more
because you schedule it.
Exactly. I mean, life hack of the century. If Jeremy was sitting right here, he would say the same thing. Scheduling it, and there are times in your life, like seasons, you are going to have to if you're going to do that.
You are.
And
I do
it's
agree
important for your marriage, and I would just say it's a great conversation to have if you're not doing it.
And it's super, super important for women. And here's why.
100%. I'm so glad you're going to say this.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we're like hardcore schedulers, but it is a conversation that has talked about before.
Yes.
We know when.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yes.
And so like it's always like, okay, this day we're gonna
it's helpful.
It is helpful because as a woman, I personally think that when you have kids and you have a lot going on, the last thing you want to do at 10:30 at night when you're going to bed is that.
Jokes. And I'm sorry, you don't want to be touched by anyone.
No, you're like, you're right. You're like
climbed on all day,
and you're like, I'm so tired, and then you feel bad. As at least in my opinion, as like a Christian woman, you feel bad saying no. Yeah. Maybe non-Christian women feel the same way, but you feel bad saying no, and you're like, oh my gosh, you're hearing like you're not supposed to say no, but I'm so irritated right now. If you know when it's coming, like Wednesday,
100%.
Whatever that time is,
I totally agree.
You're like, you're ready.
Yes.
Like your mind's there. Yeah. You know it's
makes
coming.
It so much,
It makes it so much easier.
Better.
It makes everything better.
Yes.
He doesn't feel bad talking about it because he knows that you know. Yeah. The whole thing is better.
And I promise you that your husband's not going to push back on that. They're just going to be happy that it's happening.
Yeah. For sure. And that doesn't mean if you want to have whatever rando times, fine. But like your husband will be happier because it will happen more.
It will.
It really will.
It will.
So
you'll never convince me otherwise.
No, I actually think that is like a super important part of, and I do think that people probably push back, and I'm like, don't knock it till you try it.
I agree.
You know what? And maybe one of you are just somebody who's just having it all the time, but I don't know. But I'm just saying it's really good.
Great life hack.
It's a great life hack.
Great marriage hack.
Yes. Did you hear that from someone, or did you just figure it out?
No, I don't think I just figured it out. I don't think anything I ever have done in my life have I just figured out. I'm pretty sure I've heard it from someone else.
I think it's so good for your marriage.
I do too.
So good.
I do too. And I will suggest that if I ever sit down and talk with women that are definitely in the kid season, that it is just very important.
I think it even gets harder like when your kids get older.
Yeah. No.
And I also think like you have to like kind of change when.
Oh, when I say scheduled, I mean time, place, day.
It could be daytime.
Yeah.
It could be. I'm just saying like all of that transitions. Like at one point your kids were all going to bed at 7.
Right.
Well, now I have teenagers that are going to bed at 11, 12. I mean, so it just things change.
Yes.
And it's just for your marriage, it's so good for you to like kind of know what to expect.
I agree.
So
it's a great life hack.
It is a great life hack. So I'm glad that I opened the door for that.
Yes. My other one that I had was I was thinking about just my quiet time with the Lord and how that's different for everyone, and I get that. But something that helps me, and I kind of like, I go through seasons of different things that help me stay motivated to do my quiet time every single day. And I know I need that, just like I need, for me, exercise. You know, like every day, those are things that I need to do. But I keep a quiet time like bowl in my kitchen table, and so in the bowl are like several books and devotionals that I'm reading, my Bible, my journal, a pen, now reading glasses, unfortunately. But it just like, honestly, it being right there and it being out for me helps me. Like I don't know. For me, it just kind of helps me stay motivated and in that mode, and it's easy to access. And so I have just like this quiet time bowl that I keep all those things in. And one of those big, like, you know, what are they called?
I know.
Those big wooden bowls. It just sits on my table. Yeah.
I was actually telling Derek recently, we were just talking about our quiet time and, you know, just your time with the Lord and all that. And Derek will sit at our dining room table and read his Bible early in the morning before the kids get up, and then usually as they're getting up. So like, I love it because they get to see Derek do that. And I am a little bit more of I want to be by myself because I feel like I can be more vulnerable with the Lord. It's not that I care if my kids see me. It's just like, I feel like for me, like just being able to just like cry if I want to cry, or talk to the Lord out loud, or read. Like, I don't know, like it's easier for me not to be like, if I'm in the open, no one's home. If people are home, I can't. It's like, I just can't. Like, I just need to be in my own space.
I'm the same. I'm pretty much the same way.
But with that, I've talked about this on one of our episodes. It's been a while. Life hack. One of my favorite things I've done is my personal journal, because I do write usually when I do quiet time, I'll write. And I got a journal off, I think Derek got it for me off Etsy. I originally got him one first, and then I was like, I really want one, and he got me one later. And it's leather. It has my initials on it, but when you open it, the pages are refillable.
Yeah, that's great.
So you're not just going through multiple journals anymore. Like I've already refilled them. So like you take out the one that you filled up, and this one has like 5 little lined journals in there that all attach, and then you can just take, and I actually have different sections because I have spiritual dreams too, and so I'll have like a section to write my dreams down, or if I'm speaking, I have a section that I can write down things I'm speaking.
That's great.
And I love it because I can just like, and actually our friend Natalie, I told her about it and she got one. And so it's just, you can just take those out, and I order the refillable things on Amazon. The biggest kicker is that you have to make sure that it's refillable and that it's not like hard to buy those journals. So I got mine off Amazon. So it was like my journal was off Etsy, the refill pages off Amazon.
Yeah, that's great.
Anyways,
so it doesn't have to be like so special that's hard to find.
That's what you don't want. You want it to be so many journals. I have
so many journals all filled up, all written in and they take up so much space. And I have them from just over the years.
I know,
me too. I saw yours and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so smart. I haven't done it yet, but so smart.
I have one about cooking.
Yeah.
I love crock pot meals.
Yes.
I know that Ashley went through a phase of crock pot, and you're off. You're on your rice bowl, kava bowls.
Well, there's just not as many of us, but that's for our family, and we ate at home a ton, and crock pot was amazing.
I love crock pot meals, but one thing I want to tell you is if you ever look at recipes with this roast and pepperoncinis and butter and ranch seasoning, you don't need all that. You literally can put a roast in the crock pot, pour a jar of pepperoncinis over it, and do it on low for 8 hours, and it is just as good.
Yeah.
And my kids love rice, and so we do a rice maker, which Ashley has, and literally serve it over rice. Yeah. And my kid, and they even put ketchup in it, and it is delicious. Yeah. So just FYI,
I don't think I would have made it through the little kid teenage years without it.
Pot. Yeah. I love it because
I tried an Instant Pot at one time.
No,
I never could get. I got rid of it. Yeah. I was just like, I'm a crock pot girl.
An Instant Pot is still, you have to do it right then. My whole deal is that a crock pot, you can do it in the morning when you're fresh and like awake and productive. And then by the evening when you're tired, it's done. Yeah. Like I love crock pot recipes. Yeah. I do quite a few. And for sure for me, and my kids actually really like roast of all kinds. And so they love it and it works and it's great.
Yeah. That's a great one. Okay, I had 2 for when you go on a trip. I started doing this, and so many people use curbside or grocery delivery. I don't on a regular basis. On a regular basis, I go into the grocery store.
Do I.
But on a way home from a trip, I always
Shout out
HEB all the way.
Shout out to HEB.
I saw the funniest TikTok about a guy talking about HEB the other day,
best.
and I was
it
like,
is the best.
He is
if
as
you don't
passionate
live in
as me.
Texas, I'm so sorry.
But I always place my curbside order. So when I come home, because a lot of times we're driving, by the way, we're not like, because we had so many kids, we just drove on trips all the time.
Yeah.
And so on my way home, I do my curbside order, grab it, and then I cannot always do this financially over the years, but I would say in the last, I don't know, few years, maybe longer than that, I would get my house clean while I was gone.
Oh, that is a treat.
And then when you come home,
everything is clean.
And so I did a long time ago when Jeremy, very rarely, I say very rarely because of money and just situational, not because of him. He did not care if I ever went and did anything.
Yeah.
But if I would ever go out of town or without him or the kids, I would ask him to have the house clean when I got back home. That was just something that we kind of had to land on that made me feel a lot of peace. And so fast forward, same thing. When I go out of town, we'll have somebody come and clean the house, and then it's clean right when we get home from our vacation. Those two things are amazing, and I know those aren't always.
They just kind of start your time back off on a good note.
Sometimes it's hard coming back from vacation.
It is.
Back to reality. But those two things help because you're like, oh, I don't have to come back to all this work right away.
Yeah.
Also like a buffer day. I'm a buffer day girl.
Derek does too.
I really like one day in
where
between.
you don't show up on Sunday and have to go to work or school on the next day.
That's exactly
on
right.
Yeah.
I really love a buffer day if it's possible.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
One of mine is on traveling. It's about, this is random and very specific. If you go to Hawaii, bring your own snorkels.
That is very random and specific, but you know what? A lot of people go to Hawaii.
Anywhere that you want to snorkel, bring your own snorkels.
Yeah.
Because they're not hard to travel with, and you're going to pay way less to buy them here than you are if you rent them or if you anyway. So that's very, very random. And then another travel tip, and this is also a money thing, is if you're traveling out of the country or somewhere you've never been, highly recommend a food tour at the beginning of the trip.
Best thing ever.
Because if you do it at the beginning of the trip, which we made the mistake of doing our Spain food tour at the end of the trip.
Yeah.
We wish we had done the beginning because we don't know. This is another country, different language. We don't know what we're eating. And we wish we would have done the food tour at the beginning. So that way we would know what to get for the rest of the time.
I agree. If you're going to spend some money on a
traveling like
excursion or but even in a different town, like I think my brother and his wife just went to Charleston, and they did a food tour. Dad and Sharon did one there. Wherever they're known for food, like if you can afford it, it's such a great I've never been on a food tour I didn't like, but I like food, so I don't know.
I think a food tour is golden.
Yeah. Something else I do is I listen to sermons when I run or walk, and I know like people listen to podcasts and music, and I've just gotten the habit, and one of those is because I really feel like I get two things done at once, and I just feel like also I can concentrate. I don't know. I just feel like for me, I'm saying if you haven't tried it, maybe try it, but I listen to a lot of sermons, and I feel like the Lord just like speaks through that.
Yeah.
When I do that with sermons more than even like in the car, just sitting at home or whatever. I listen to a lot when I'm walking and running.
Yeah. Also, you don't get to sit in church on Sundays, so it helps.
Not as much right now. That's true.
If you don't get to sit in a church on Sunday, because Ashley's a staff member, she has things that she has to do outside of the auditorium for the most part.
Yeah.
And so I think that's huge, especially with that. But you've been listening to sermons forever, so regardless.
Yeah.
But
okay, how about a couple more, and then I have a rapid fire for us.
Because I only have one more thing. That's kind
me
of
too. So you go.
Yeah, it's not really a life hack. It's just more something that like has helped me be more, I don't know, just efficient. I don't know if efficient is the right word, but so I wear eyeliner. Ashley doesn't wear eyeliner. Where our eyes are just different, how they're set on our faces. And so I wear eyeliner and mascara, if a full face of makeup on, and I wear eyeshadow, different stuff. But I have learned that during the week, I only do mascara unless I'm going to be around people. But if I'm running errands or I'm not really doing a lot, going to dinner with people or whatever, I literally just put on like, mostly my normal face underneath stuff.
Yeah.
But then I don't do any eyeshadow and I only wear mascara. Do I look tired? I do.
No, you don't.
However, it has really kind of been a good life hack for me
Yeah.
because it's like it takes less time
Yeah.
than doing eyeliner. It's less makeup on my face.
Yeah.
It just is a little bit of a natural look. And I just really have learned to love it. And I'm 42.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to win anybody over.
You do you.
Already got my husband, so
Yeah.
who cares? So it's like, I don't know. Like, I do think there's some times where we can, you know, some of us can help ourselves out by putting a little bit more makeup on.
Right.
And some of us can make life easier and putting less makeup
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
and so I just think that, I don't know, it's been like a nice little,
I love that you've come to that at
I've
42.
just come to this at 42, that it's
Yeah.
just easier to like not
yeah.
do
that.
all the things.
Yes.
You know? So anyways, that's not
Yeah.
really a hack as much as just, you
Yeah.
know,
Or you could, I think kind of you're just like, just try it because I've liked it. That is kind of a
It
hack.
makes it a little bit easier.
My last one was Christmas tree storage. So highly recommend the ones that just go straight up and have wheels on the bottom for your Christmas tree. If you have a place to roll it out.
And then you don't have to tear it down.
It is.
I don't have
so,
that. I don't have it. Do
oh,
you have it?
don't? Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't
It's
have
actually
it.
at Square Cow in storage. My one with that.
That's what I should do. I should buy one of those.
Yes. It's so much easier. So much easier. So it's just
Mom
stand
did
straight
that.
up. Yeah, that's where I got the idea. And then it is. It's a lot easier.
I've done.
If you have the
listen,
place to store it.
Listen, I'm just going to tell you, I really recommend if you own a moving company.
That's also very specific.
to store your stuff where the movie company
Yeah.
has storage.
Yes.
That has been amazing
Yeah.
because they just come, Square House just comes and picks up my stuff, takes it to a storage unit.
Okay, well, you
and
know
then
what? We don't
delivers
all
it.
have that. So
I have
mine's in storage because it's in storage. I haven't seen it for like 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
That's
have a
the
different
tree?
tree at this house.
Oh.
But
I did have one more hack.
okay,
But we've talked about it, is if you like flowers, which I like
yeah,
fresh flowers,
I
buy
do
them
too.
from Trader Joe's.
oh for sure.
I will say, I've been buying some from HEB. They have
Yeah.
like a little section in the
Yeah.
front, like that has like not expensive flowers, so they're
Yes.
pretty. But if you this isn't already done arrangements.
Yeah,
at
you do it
Trader
yourself.
Joe's. You do it yourself. But if you like, I had to do decorations for something one day. Trader Joe's all the way.
Hands down.
It
Yes.
is.
I think also we're so impressed with it because for years that wasn't how it was. Like
Yeah,
grocery
it's
store
so
flowers are not the same as they are now.
expensive. No.
They also were so expensive.
Or you had to use a florist.
Yes,
And now
yeah.
it's like you can go into Trader Joe's and get like all these such pretty flowers, and
Yeah,
they're
and
not
I follow an
expensive.
Instagram account that's just how to arrange Trader Joe's flowers
Oh, I need
for
to
your
follow
house.
that.
It's so cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and they'll
so
tell you
that's-
like what's there that week and you go and get it
Yeah.
and then arrange it.
Yeah,
It is.
that's
I agree
great.
with you.
Okay.
It's a great hack. Okay. So rapid fire. This is hack, trash, or depends. So I'm going to say it and you tell me if it's a hack
Okay.
for you, trash, no way, or depends on the situation. So making your bed every day, every morning.
I mean, I really think it's a hack.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I do make my bed most days. I've gotten in the habit though where I make my bed, but then I don't put the pillows on.
I've done that before too. But,
But yes, I
we're
think
pretty
it
much a make
totally-
your bed every day.
It totally changes. That's how I feel about the living room. I actually told my girls this other day. I was like, I like us to keep the living room clean, get the pillows right and everything before we leave.
Yeah.
Because when you come back and you see your living room is like all
Yes.
straightened, you're like so much more. It's the same thing with the bed.
Yes, yeah.
When you walk in
yeah.
and your bed is made, it's just so much better.
It's a hack, I think, for sure. Waking up before your kids.
That depends for me.
Yeah, hack for
Hack
me.
for you, yeah.
for sure. Grocery pickup instead of shopping.
That's only a hack in certain situations.
Right, so that's a
Like
depends.
that's a depends because it's a hack in your beat.
Yeah.
Like if we're traveling back somewhere,
Yeah.
but like I go shop more than I do.
Me too. I just think I
curbside.
haven't like mastered the curbside order. I don't know why.
I don't know. And
I
I
also
definitely don't like vegetables.
Actually,
or
don't
anything.
mind. Me too. I want to pick all that stuff out myself. I actually don't mind grocery shopping.
I don't mind grocery
so
shopping either for the
maybe
most
that's
part.
it.
I used to go through. Remember, I used to be like, I hate grocery shopping. I would tell you that all the time.
Yes, I really don't mind it.
I don't
but-
mind it.
Okay, gallon of water a day.
Oh gosh, no. Trash. Trash. What is that for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink a gallon a day. No,
That is
remember?
like-
oh, I have a story. No, we can't get into it right
Ashley,
now. We will.
we
no, because
can't.
it's 57 minutes
No.
right now. But-
We have to come back to
We
this
will.
story.
We
Maybe
will.
this could be a confession of the last 4 years
Yes,
story or something.
but that's
not
going to have
week.
to be another
Okay.
day. Okay, but no, I say trash
No,
also
trash.
for that story only. Okay, using a planner versus just your phone.
Oh. I do my phone now.
Yes, me too. I'm like almost all
But
digital.
we used to both be major planner people.
Big time. I'm going to be a planner person no matter what, but I did switch to digital.
We used to do written though, and we don't anymore.
I still write a lot. I mean, my boss is like, how many lists do you have where, like, all over? And I'm like, I know, I do a lot of lists.
But Skylight is what changed that.
Yes.
Shout out Skylight. Because I have the Skylight calendar and love it. And it sits on my counter. You can see it.
Yeah. So I'm digital for sure. We just had a guest at a friend that stayed with us at our house, and him and I were talking about our digital calendar, and I'm a Google Calendar girl, and we were talking about tasks, and I also schedule my task on each day, and I showed him how to do it, and I didn't know he didn't know how to do it. I thought everybody knew how to do that, but apparently not. And I was just so happy. I was so proud of myself because I'm not very techie or whatever. But I learned all my Google Calendar stuff from Wade because he helped me when I was transitioning over. Okay, multitasking. Hack, trash, or depends. I say hack too, but I think women are just going to say hack, don't you?
When can you not? I don't even think I have a choice. My brain is always multitasking.
I don't know. Cleaning as you go.
Hack,
yeah, me
for
too.
sure. I'm
me
like,
too.
yes.
Yeah. Robot vacuums.
Okay.
Trash. I've never even owned one.
Here's the deal. I'm going to tell this really, really fast.
Yeah.
So I have never wanted one because Mom tried them and didn't like them. And if Donna Lombard doesn't like something like that, I feel like
she felt like she had to go find it like it was a pet. Like, where are
she
you?
And I don't actually think it was a good one for whatever reason.
I don't know.
I tried hers and I never could do it. Okay. So here's the deal.
I think she might have got it at Settlement Home or something.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. But the point is this. Now that we have 2 dogs, told Derek, I kind of want one because I feel like I'm seeing like dust more in my house.
Yeah.
And he said, well, haven't you seen all those stories about how the what are they called? Roombas. The Roomba goes over dog poop and then it goes all over the house. And I was
gross.
like,
I've never seen that.
Oh, yes. And it smears it all over the house.
Disgusting.
And I was like, well, first of all, my dogs don't like poop in the house very much. But I mean, we do have a puppy. But yeah. So anyways, the point is I was like, well, I mean, I don't think that would happen. Like, I would probably put it in the laundry room and then not let it out, whatever. Then my friend Marco Polo's me and said in the middle of the night, her Roomba went off. Her dog had an accident. She does not even know why it went off because it wasn't scheduled and it got poop everywhere. She said, I threw it away. I threw the Roomba away. She said, I was at 4 a.m. scrubbing the floors. And it was like the week after Derek told me that. And I was like, nope.
That reminds me of when I was potty training my kids. If they had an accident, it was bad enough, I just threw the underwear away.
Oh.
I wasn't going to. I'm not doing it. I'm like, that just has to go straight to the trash.
Like, I'll buy you some Walmart. I mean, I'll buy some underwear at Walmart.
Yes.
No.
That's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, like, I literally was like, that wouldn't happen. She goes, I've heard those stories and always thought that wouldn't happen to me.
That's terrible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, trash then.
Trash.
Robot vacuums.
Trash, even though I'm so tempted, but trash.
Okay, laundry every day or once a week?
Oh gosh, not every day.
Every day for me.
It's really hard. I would say we do actually some sort of laundry almost every day or every other day. I don't fold it every day. No.
I think we are, even now, even with Ella and Jeremy and I, we're laundry probably every single day and maybe dishwasher every day or every other day.
Oh, really? Dishwasher?
Yes, we should eat a lot at home. I don't know.
We do a lot of dishwasher, but it's probably not every day. It's probably every other day. But for sure, laundry is my Achilles heel. Is like, I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe I just need to think about it, keep up with it. But I'm like stay on top of it kind of girl with that stuff. And maybe because it's a big family. I'm like, it's going to get away from me and it's going to be like a tornado.
Big family, and I'm not good about laundry.
Yeah.
It's like we always have clean laundry, but it's just.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Unpacking as soon as you get home. Hack for me.
A hack for me now. I would say I used to not do that, but now I just don't. I just want to get it done.
We literally roll in, unload the car, unpack everything, wash everything, take the car, get it vacuumed out.
We don't do all that.
Bring it back.
No.
It's like a whole little process that we do. Yeah. Now, that was over time. That didn't just happen.
Yeah,
like right away,
we don't do that. But we do unload the whole car.
Yeah.
Whole car's unloaded immediately. And I don't know when my kids unpack. I tell them to unpack and bring their stuff down, but who knows for sure because they have to bring their bags down. So usually I kind of have an idea. Yeah. And I unpack now pretty quickly. Derek, not so much.
Yeah. But some of these are very like personality.
It is personality.
Because some things bother people, some things don't.
I am less of a type A person than even you are.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really probably realize that, but I feel like I am. I'm like, wow, I am like Maybe Derek has brought it out of me, the
know.
type B or type C.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I do have a whole thing about type A and type B moms that I want to go over with Lindsey one day because I think it'd be funny to see what we are, but we don't have time today.
But I'm type A when it comes to discipline.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's
there are
what's
some
funny.
things that you can be type A about, but like these type B mom things, some of them I fall into for sure, and I like totally relate, and some I don't. But I think they're so funny.
We should do it because also like I keep my living room and I keep all down here like pretty tidy.
Yes.
And I'm like, don't like messes, and I was super disciplinarian on our kids.
Well, I always say this. I always say, because we talked about Enneagram last week on the episode, if you listen to it, and our mom was a 1 on the Enneagram, so she was very type A, like very, very type A. And I say that between Lindsey, Wade, and I, Wade got her type A. Lindsey and I's definitely nurture, not nature.
Yeah.
Like we learned it because she was
For
so
sure.
type A. So she like taught us those things. But I don't think that's like our natural leaning.
It's not.
But I think it is his natural leaning.
Oh no, he's like more type A than mom might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might
Well,
have
I
been.
don't know. Mom really.
No, I don't know. Mom was very type
Yeah.
A. But anyways, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely not type A.
Yeah.
But I used to would have said I was type A, which is funny. And I think it's because compared to other people, I am pretty like scheduled and, you know, like I was very scheduled with my kids and my house stays clean and like all of that. But all the things you just said, I'm like, whoa. I don't do laundry. I don't care if there's sink. I don't care if my sink has dishes in. I can wash them the next day. I will wash them the next morning.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's crazy. But you're the confession of the week. So you
Yes. So I was trying to think about this. I feel like I thought about one this week and then I forgot. But I will say this. So Ella just got her permit not very long ago. She has been driving. Y'all, my confession is happening because she's not here. She makes me so scared. Like she's doing good, but like I don't think it might be my age and maybe just like because I'm older.
Yeah.
But like I sit in the back and Jeremy sits in the front and lets her drive. And we've been letting her drive a lot. I am literally like praying under my breath the whole time. I mean, I am sweating. I am, and it's not that she's not doing good, but I don't know why I get so nervous about it.
That is hilarious. Maybe because you feel like in an emergency situation, she might not know what to do.
There's no way she would know what to do, first of all.
Yeah.
But Jeremy's so much more calm. But then I told him the other day, not in front of her, because I don't want to discourage her, because she's been asking, can I drive? Can I drive? Okay, she's getting more bold, more. Because at first she was like, I don't want to drive. I'm scared, you know, and I don't want her to be scared.
We're not even to the point of Amory asking.
Right.
We forget.
Right. So the more we've done it, the more confident she's built. So she went to the house and I was like, Jeremy, she scares me so much. He's like, me too.
That's hilarious.
I was like, okay, I'm glad. That makes me feel better.
That's hilarious.
And I know it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It is a little different with girls. I will say, like, there's some things like that Amory does not think about.
Like, I honestly am like, can you just take me home before y'all go driving? I don't even want to be in the car.
Derek needs to take Amory driving because I'm like,
Jeremy's much better.
We've had some traumatic experiences with Amory already that I'm like, since those traumatic experiences, we have not let her drive again. So, and I was the one with her. So I'm like, you know what? Your brothers probably could have done this. You're not ready.
I know. That's how I kind of feel about Ella. And I'm like,
is it girls versus boys?
I don't know. Maybe that's the only thing I can compare it to.
Were so good with it. Like, I mean, they just kind of were more natural.
Yeah, maybe.
And the girls, Amory's not. She is not.
So that's my confession because that person's not here.
Because that person's not. And she doesn't listen to our podcast.
No. All right, guys.
Okay,
well, I hope you guys
thanks
had
for
fun.
listening. All right, bye.